The same as letting 42 million people, 6 million of which are children, starve. These are signs of lacks of empathy. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only, and the disclaimer is down in the description box. Hello, and welcome to the Think Tank, where we use critical thinking, deductive reasoning, and just a pinch of common sense to draw unbiased logical conclusions. In the past, on my show, multiple times I said, well, I ain't a psychiatrist, but Trump looked like a sociopath to me. What's the definition of a sociopath? And then we Google it, and a sociopath is somebody who can't show empathy, right? So what is the basis for that unprofessional diagnosis? In the last week, this dude has been like, yo, we can watch 42 million Americans starve and 6 million be children. I'm going to fight them people getting food. If that wasn't enough for you, because for some people it's not, you still got diehard MAGA people, right? One of his people, he falls asleep during his speech, so there's like during the day, there's something wrong with him. His mental decline is actually far more serious than even most of my pundit associates would really claim. Even though some of them are calling it like it is, like that dude's outfit is rocker. And of course, it might be the cardiovascular thing that made him fall asleep, because if you have problems with your circulation or heart, now I'm not a doctor, but I do know that the primary purpose of hemoglobin is to bind with iron and then form red blood cells, which carries oxygen throughout the body. Something like that. It's a lot of big words, something like that. But if you're having a problem with the flow or with the heart, which pumps the blood, which carries the oxygen, then you're having a problem delivering oxygen throughout the body, which would mean that the brain would be getting just a little bit less oxygen, or maybe not off as much oxygen, which would possibly cause somebody to fall asleep. But I digress. So I'm not a medical expert. So what do I know, right? But the lack of empathy thing is when he woke up, I believe, and there was somebody else seeming to suffer some medical condition, and his reaction wasn't that of a hero, of a champion, of somebody I respect. His reaction was to look the other way. His action was to not go to help, but to run. Now, there are two things that approach my mind. If I see somebody in need, I'm going toward them. But, I didn't dodge the draft because of heel spurs that didn't exist. I've joined. I'm not a coward. So the first thing is cowardice for 200. The second is that shows a lack of empathy. The same as letting 42 million people, 6 million of which are children, starve. These are signs of lacks of empathy, which, by my unprofessional diagnosis, but according to Google AI, might be a sign of a sociopath, which is what I've been saying all along, but I always throw the disclaimer, I'm not a professional. But it does appear that we have a sociopath leading the country to this untrained eye. Well, that's it for me. LC signing out.